Well, Miss Smokey approved, and on this one, we are getting to check out a reference from Bugzy Malone's Daily Duppy. So I guess it's a freestyle that he referenced in that one that you guys had suggested to me and connected the dot on for that Daily Duppy. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna check that shit out too, cause hey, if it's that good and you bringing it up again, it must be pretty good. Let me hear it. And then we just checked out that Men One, like yo, that fucking crazy, crazy. Like yo, tonight has been a good night for music, or at least for the music I've like been able to sit down and like listen to. So hey, shout out to everybody that's been sending in these suggestions. It is much appreciated. If you could currently help me get to 1,000 subs and 50 likes on every video, that's the goal we're kind of shooting for by the time that this one drops. So thank you to everybody that has subscribed. Anybody that's just returning and you haven't subscribed, because I do that shit all the time. I'm just watching, and I may never subscribe to a motherfucker, but you keep putting shit out, I'll be here. So hey, shout out to you too. And yeah, if you've made it through this long ass intro, thank you. And let's get into this song.
Media.
Yo,
So how this nigga just put on like 30 pounds of muscle just out of nowhere? Or how young is this nigga right here? Like, cause that nigga's just that nigga on Debo now.
Bugzy Malone. You know? JDZmedia. Spitfire. Watch this. Look, when I was about 10, ended up robbing all of my school friends for the Pokemon cards, finger skateboards.
Hey, okay, buddy. Hey, I see why we had that build up. You need that drop. That drop crazy. And then the way he got the pocket he chose. Let's go to work. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. And stop robbing niggas for their fucking Pokemon cards. You goddamn bully. You goddamn bully.
Fire. Watch this. Look, when I was about 10, ended up robbing all of my school friends for the Pokemon cards, finger skateboards. 6 years before I ever went pen, 5 years before I got expelled, 4 years before I got kicked out, 3 years before I was a good student, 2 years before I got missed out. Or Santa Claus, he didn't want to bring me nothing, cause I was underprivileged. That means now I walk with a complex, and trust me, I try my best to get rid of this. I want more money than you consider rich. I was on the roads and I didn't give a shit, cause I was taking phones and taking bikes, and I swear my niggas was killing it, chilling with D, blazing weed, sat back watching Reservoir Dogs. Used to sell white and beef for a boss until I licked off like 25 odds, and that's when I realized we was a gold man. Only 11 more Zeds in a box, and I was 17, fresh out of jail, rolling with a pedal bike and a dog. I paint pictures with words and I paint them like.
Hey, this nigga cutting it out. This nigga cutting it out. It slowed just for like a little second. When he found that pocket again, it just started. He started going in. He started
Complex,
going
and
in.
trust me, I try my best to get rid of this. I want more money than you consider rich.
Then once we get to right here, back, yeah, we
Before
back on
I
the
got
gas
missed
again.
out, or Santa Claus, he didn't want to bring me nothing, cause I was underprivileged. That means now I walk with a
Yeah, that underprivileged bar, like it finishes up the story, but it's not like. It just kind of just throws the pacing off to me just a little bit. But right after, he said, hey, fuck all that shit. Nigga, you thought this was a game?
complex, and trust me, I try my best to get rid of this. I want more money than you consider rich. I was on the roads and I didn't give a shit, cause I was taking phones and taking bikes, and I swear my niggas was killing it, chilling with D, blazing weed, sat back watching Reservoir Dogs. Used to sell white and beef for a boss until I licked off like 25 odds, and that's when I realized we was a gold man. Only 11 more Zeds in a box, and I was 17, fresh out of jail, rolling with a pedal bike and a dog. I paint pictures with words and I paint them like Vincent Van Gogh. Still spending money from '08, and I've still not taken the bands off. Still got access to the sawn off. Still got more brothers than Warner. I'm still on this music ting, and I'm still in the gym, and I can still hold my corner. Trust me, you don't want to start drama, cause the roadside gets hot like a sauna. And that's why man wear body armor, cause it gets political like Obama. I was on a bus too.
I love that usage of political, because we don't use it like that here. It's not used in that sense, but like to discuss or to reference like yo street beefs and why niggas get done the way shit just gets done. Like shit just got political, my nigga. It's just what it had to be. It had to be. It's political. I really like that usage. Like, oh man.
years ago with 100,000 views on Flush. Pressure, long black raincoat for the bad weather. But don't watch that, cause things get better. Now I got the S-line, everything level does 0 to 60 in 5.7. Bugzy Malone's on a different level. Got even the whip turns into the devil, it's madness. Trying to
Even the whip. Oh my god, this nigga's talking that shit.
the bad was side gets hot, and I'm
Yo, currently, after just currently tonight, I don't give a fuck if I'm gassed or not. We gonna have to you gonna have to find somebody else to push this nigga out of there. But I'm gonna put Bugzy Malone squarely at currently my favorite top 5 rappers from over there. So I'm gonna give it to Getz, Dave, and this is no particular order except for fucking Bugzy. So Getz, Dave, Kano, Gigs, and Bugzy Malone are my top. Like, yo, these niggas are crazy. What are they doing? This is ridiculous.
and I paint them like Vincent van Gogh. Still spending money from '08, and I'm still not taking the bands off. Still got access to the sawn off. Still got more brothers than Warner. I'm still on this music thing, and I'm still in it.
Oh, no. Well, fuck it. Yeah, my boy Chip. Chip could be 6. Yeah, or no, yeah, it'll be 5A Bugzy and then 5B Chip, and that'll be where it's at for me right now. That's where it's at.
The gym and I can still hold my corner. Trust me, you don't want to start drama, cause the roadside gets hot like a sauna. And that's why man wear body armor, cause it gets political like Obama. I was on a bus 2 years ago with 100,000 views on Flush. Pressure, long black raincoat for the bad weather. But don't watch that, cause things get better. Now I got the S-line, everything level does 0 to 60 in 5.7. Bugzy Malone's on a different level. Got even the whip turns into the devil, it's madness. Trying to escape from a ghetto that literally is hip-hop heavy metal. I hear that revenge is sweet.
I literally just... even though he's probably not making that reference, when I was watching the Getz 635 launch party shit with everybody up there, I likened the energy of the grime scene to being hip hop and like heavy metal, or like a emo scenes, like that type of energy, or like a punk scene's energy and shit. Hey man, come on. This boy on it.
Well, it's madness, trying to escape from a ghetto that literally is hip-hop heavy metal. I hear that revenge is sweet, but I just hope that it tastes like I'm a retto, cause I'm about to get back anybody that thought I was gonna do another stretch in jail. If success tastes like Coca-Cola, then I'll have a large Coke and I'm a retto. On the rocks or fresh out the bottle. You never catch me drowning my sorrows, until I got told Dame was in a coma. I took more shots than Miguel Cotto. The left side of my chest went hollow. I went out like the mask of Zorro. I made the sky turn red, ran in the crib, and then turned into the devil. Get over here. Whoopee! Finish him like Sub-Zero. Out the window, into the garden, over the fence.
Hey, I gotta hold him to bear like I do everybody else. You can't say the whoosh, get over here, whoopsie. You can't say all of that unless you are talking about both moves separately and then going to the Sub-Zero, because unless you're talking about doing a whoopsie on the uppercut that fucking Scorpion finishes with, you can't finish that bar with Sub-Zero, but fucking Scorpion doesn't finish the fucking bar. But I do this for everybody. I don't care if niggas like, oh, that's just why you caring? I care that much that he should have figured out a way to make the bar make sense, because it doesn't actually make sense if you know every part of the punch that he's putting together. And I know every part because I'm fucking paying that close attention. And I'm like, oh, well, that's not the right character, but I understand the concept. Like, it's a good concept. Like, oh, it's spicy. To people that's not paying attention, like, yeah, you can get that shit off. I'm paying attention. You can't. You're not gonna get it off. I would have been in the studio and be like, hey, bro, like, before we go do this video with them folks over at JDZ, like, let's fix this bar. Let's work on that. But regardless, though, it's just still hard. It's still hard.
Mask of Zorro, I made the sky turn red, ran in the crib, and then turned into the devil. Get over here. Whoopee! Finish him like Sub-Zero. Out the window, into the garden, over the fence, and straight for the ginnel. You're soft in the middle like Bueno.
What is the ginnel? I don't know what the fuck that
Out
is.
the window, into the garden, over the fence, and straight for the ginnel. You're soft in the middle like Bueno, and talk too much like you're on Jay Leno. You been to the gym for the day and you're already walking around like your Heno. I'm Bugzy Malone, the wickedest thing since Liberace learned to play the piano. I make a jet black boy turn yellow. I'm trying to make more notes than a cello. It's Bugzy Malone again, and I'm home again, so I'm zoning in. I didn't think I'd see microphone again. The booth rolled me out, so I kicked off the door like I own the house. Everybody in the room got thrown about. Hoop, smash, flip the couch, tied the producer to the chair, and that's why I got brand new music out. Yo, done. You get me?
Hey, besides me just being nitpicky about the motherfucking Mortal Kombat bar, that shit is fucking flawless. That shit is flawless. That shit is cold. He starts at the perfect time. He starts at the perfect pocket. Like even I feel like the bar he uses to complete the countdown bar and talk about he was fucking on the outs. Like it's not the best, but like it serves its purpose because we get right back to work after that. Like overall, like hey, again, I got to be super nitpicky to find two things wrong with a fucking damn near 3 minute freestyle. Like that boy fucking he cooked this bitch. Like this is that type of like this should be undeniable. Like I see why like Charlie calling him and getting him on a fire in the booth and then fucking like him being from Manchester and like getting respect. And I guess like you guys said like he had a beef with Chip, like him being that level of an MC from where he's from, like, hey, this shit is undeniable. I don't give a fuck if you do want to hate on him or not. Or like I don't know what could you have said like when he came out? Was how could you not just like, oh yeah, that nigga nice? Like how could we just like just move on? How did we have beef with this guy? I don't get it. It's not like he's not even unless I'm from Manchester, I couldn't have a problem with him because it sounds like he's probably trying to rob me for my food or fuck with me and my niggas from my ends. Because if I'm not from his area, he seemed like he's the boogeyman in his area before he decided to be like, you know what, fuck going to jail. So, hey, if that's the case, if you're from somewhere else, how could you just not be like open arms? Like, oh, this nigga's nice. We should make a song together. How is that not the energy? Like I don't get it. Especially if you think you're nice. Like, yo, let's do a song together. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna kill you. I don't give a fuck if you are some random fucking guy who's just really talented. Let's just do a song. Let's just come on. Let's just see who wins. Let's just make a good song, but let's see who wins. That's always the energy I'm gonna always have. So fuck it. Like I don't know. But yeah, if somebody can explain how you have beef with this guy. I would like to know. But other than that, that's it for me on this one. If you made this far in this video, it's super long probably. Thank you for sticking with me. If you could hit that like button for me, I'm out of here. I'll see you on the next one.